welcome to MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm KABITA TONGBRAM. Forest and Environment Minister TONGBRAM has asserted that it will be failure on the part of the present generation if a new and prosperous Manipur cannot be built for a new India. Minister TONGBRAM was speaking at the reception program of delegates taking part in student experience in interstate living CL tour organized by Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad ABVP at Department of Commerce, Manipur University today. Speaking further on the occasion, Forest and Environment Minister TONGBRAM emphasized the role of every individual in building a developed and prosperous society. He further said that besides demanding one's right, one must also be aware of one's responsibility towards the society. Commending ABVP for taking up such initiative with focus on one people, one culture, one nation, the minister expressed the need to exchange the knowledge of different cultures and traditions among people of different communities in order to make ABVP's initiative successful. Stating that the future of society lies in the present generation, he also stressed the need for the youth to work responsibly.
Like Silgi, Paliki Karino, Magi, as a mission like mission, one nation, one people, and one culture chamber. Although I could Lakadoriba generations, the Karidar Kano, I could get transit per Ibomalagan, or every nation. Aduna put a Kanada Poticarino Haikanda, you are the future of our nation. You may become the politician, you may become the lawmaker. You may become the lawyer, you may become the doctor, everyone can become everything. I know India, I know Manipur,
Vice Chancellor of MU, Professor N. Lokendra, Head of Commerce Department, MU, Professor Tejmani, were among the dignitaries who attended the program. MLA of Sagolban Assembly Constituency, R.K. Imo, has assured of making Sagolban Sri Sri Vijay Govinda Thangapa a tourist attraction within the next few years. The MLA was speaking at the inaugural event of a newly constructed Hydro-Hidongbo Hall and a recreation park of Sri Sri Vijay Govinda Thangapa today. Speaking further, MLA R.K. Imo said many changes can be seen in the temple complex in the past few years, stating that the historical site was developed under different schemes of the government at a cost of over Rs 4 crore 50 lakh. He informed that the surface water treatment of Thangapat was also initiated in consultation with officials concerned of the government. The treatment process has been carried out in phase-wise since February 2021. Stating further that the condition of water of the board has significantly improved, the MLA appealed to the people of the constituency not to throw waste into the water body and also urged people and local clubs in the surrounding areas to keep the board neat and clean. MLA Imo continued that the annual Hydro-Hidongba, the social religious Manipuri boat race festival, can be held in a grandeur manner from next year at the moat with the inauguration of the new structures today, and added that efforts are also being made to further develop the temple complex.
Masi restore toba ising je he na kitang phagalan na ba haidana akoi leiba Manipur sarkar gi officials kya ga tanaraga advanced in situ bioremediation and restoration for lakes, ponds and rivers haidana masi scheme sigi makhasida pangthokpa masi ising se thana na ba honadra madugi lambi sida changsan ba haiba me ante akoi isu daita so bomadi lei kari masida ising phattaba tahan base masi akoi thing basu da kata thumyan chandna honami na da kata natragadi jitna se na su puioi adum amuk hanagi mafamda anjalakani.
World Antimicrobial Awareness Week 2022 on the theme Preventing Antimicrobial Resistance Together was held at the conference hall of Jennings MS building today. The observance was organized by Antimicrobial Resistance Stewardship Program Implementation Committee, Jennings. A symposium titled Continued Medical Education, attended by doctors of different departments of Jennings, was also held as part of the observance. Speaking on the occasion, Director of Janims and Patron of the observance, Professor L. Diven, expressed concern that antimicrobial resistance AR has become a huge issue of the world and that now it is slowly escalating into epidemics and pandemics. As per a report of Indian Council of Medical Research released in 2021, the AR is increasing at the rate of 5 to 10%. One of the reasons behind increasing AR is the failure to intake adequate nutrients, he said. Pointing out the severity of AR, the director said even fungal pathogens are showing increasing resistance to commonly available antifungal medicines, thus requiring close monitoring in the next few years. He also stated that the symposium held today will help in tackling pathogenesis and expressed the need to raise awareness about AR among the people.
Antimicrobial resistance state awareness program has been started just to educate, just to motivate, just to making this awareness in the different groups of people, maybe human health workers, veterinary doctors, agricultural, in all areas, in all regions, because we need to join our hands to bring down this pathogenesis of this MR.
Security measures have been tightened in different parts of the state for the upcoming Sangai Festival 2022 to be held from November 21 to 30 at 13 different venues. As part of the preventive measures, a team of Imphal West District conducted a house-to-house search operation this morning at the western side of Kwagaithil Bazaar area and Kamlekai Maninglekai. The team searched around 120 houses including rents, hostels and houses of 4 different UZ bailouts. Around 160 persons were verified. However, no one was picked up during the operation. The team also conducted search operation at various lodging hotels located in amid Thangal Bazaar area this morning. During the search, around 9 hotels were checked and verified. However, no one was picked up for further verifications. President of Kanglamai, Ima Lairik Laima, has expressed apprehension over the possible effect on the indigenous people of the state with the arrival of train. She was speaking at the Silver Jubilee of ILP movement in Kanglai Park today at the office of Kanglai Park Students Association, KSA at Kuyatong. The observance was jointly organized by IPSA, ECOM Loop, Pandam, IPAG, Kanglamai, KIL, CLK and KSA. Advisor of IPSA, Aits Ibotombi Kuman, President of IPAG, Ketrimim Sumarendro, President of KIL, RK Sanahanbi, President of Kanglamai, Ima Lairik Laima, and leaders of different CSOs attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, President of Kanglamai, Ima Lairik said, JCILP and state government must closely monitor the influx of outsiders to the state. Besides Imphal City, the state government must conduct drives at the remote parts of the state to check illegal settlers. The local clubs and organizations must also work actively to tackle the situation, she said. Expressing concern over the influx of outsiders in the state with the arrival of train, she further expressed the need for the indigenous and the state to be cautious.
Tikadara amana konjo mayo maga pusali base mafam karai da lai hai base sarkar na suphadre aduga ekhui gi manipur haiba akhui si pasayam pam aigi yumda stop to sali bara da arun da thami lupa sanga phanga dong da lisingani phangadi mayu pitoi lakai galap maira paibina mang thanga kan da sarkar ga loina na thidu audra badi mafam sidana te Hauji go mena me ang sangu JCILP me ang sangu.
Pradhan of Pangandabi Gram Panchayat, Ningthawuzam Indibala, has drawn the attention of Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren and Minister of Panchayati Raj Yumnam Kemchan to look into the mismanagement of projects and schemes released for village development by some individuals and the planning department. She said this during a press meet held at a residence at Tangjeng in Sugnu Assembly constituency. Speaking on the occasion, Pradhan Indibala termed the shifting of scheme under integrated wetland management program from Tangjeng and Pangandabi to Langmaidong as unfortunate. The Panchayat has submitted necessary documents to the project officer. Unfortunately, they got the information about shifting the scheme on November 19. She condemned the misuse of projects and schemes assigned for village development. Indibala further drew the attention of the authority concerned and the state government to look into the matter.
Khungang chawkhatragadi Manipur chawkhatpa yaroi khungang chawkhatragadi India chawkhatpa yaroi haiba Modi ji gai khumnadari ba CM gi achuk phajaba plan sida akhoi gi department sing gi makok thungba sing sina luja da ba changjaram gi thabak sing je tawra kanda laikai chawkhanaba panchayat chawkhanaba thadarak pa senma gi makhoi da sijanna ningba maung da onthok padagi akhoi yamna thamoi sengna thabak tawjaba panchayat ki thabak Taujariba Pradhala Mane Sugumba, Tamoi Shakman Waitaba, Tamoi Shomaninga Kaiba, Tamoi Shonaninga Piba Sugumba, Tabakse, Mohana Tobigano, Atoba Matamda, the Minister Puning Tinchandari, Pachati Das Minister Puning Tinchandari.
A Pradhan of Pangantabi Gram Panchayat, MUB, and member of Ward number 5, Yumnam Ahenba, attended the press meet. District Hill Leaders Day and Miam Ginomid People's Day was held today at Mini Secretariat Auditorium Hall, Tamenglong District Headquarters, organized by the District Administration, Tamenglong. The Deputy Commissioner DC of Tamenglong, Pawan Yadav, ADM of Tamenglong, Thangboy Gangte and district level officers interacted with the people to ensure that their grievances were addressed. On the other hand, various government departments delivered and distributed possible services and benefits of various schemes to the public during the event. As a part of the program, 25 different government departments set up stalls, vaccination programs and health checkup counters were also set up by Health Department. Manipur Youth and Students Union Mysore celebrated its first Foundation Day today at GN Manipur Dance Academy Hall on DM College campus. President of United Committee Manipur, Joy Chandra Kontosam, President of KIL, R.K. Sanahanvi, President of IPF, Asanka Sar, and social activist Buya Mayum Sazad were the president members of the celebration. Speaking on the occasion, President of Mysore, Waheng Bamtanu Chanu said, students and youth play a major role in the state, which is resided by different communities. The organization was formed after consulting well-known people of the state so that students and youth must play their part in the society. Mysore has been taking active participation in addressing major state issues since its establishment. Stating that everyone, irrespective of their social status, must get education, she expressed concern that many youths have fallen victim to drugs and said that the student union will work towards curtailing the issue.
Paris Wataraba Angasing Kangatuna, government Mahinoisingda Amadi, private schools in the free of course that Mahita Manabada, Mashunamatin Pangsagani. Sini tami thong mana na saka na buhana bada amadi apun Manipur saktam bukani na buhana bada miyam puna ilay basa sim apun puna thonggang lomi na si haiba Mysore mai kai legi thamjari loina la akhoi Mysore gi ahaba foundation de ismi lakpada landam sa khundam neri ba simi tami amadi mapalamda soina takraba ilay sakudama henen sisana ba tangdu laita ba inta pa sakhat ba kunai ana koirasanu haidana eka pausal pijari.
Let's take a short break.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 km away from Imphal city. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration commence and open for 2023 and 24 session.
Doctor.
Welcome back. In a veiled attack on Pakistan Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that some countries support terrorism as part of their foreign policy. Certain countries support terrorism as a part of their foreign policy. They offer political, ideological and financial support to them, the Prime Minister said while addressing an international ministerial conference. He said that organizations and individuals who attempt to create sympathy for terrorists should be isolated. PM Modi also said that there must be a course imposed upon countries that support terrorism or organizations and individuals that try to create sympathy for terrorists, adding that the world needs to unite against all kinds of overt and covert backing of terror. The union government on various platforms has advocated that funding needs to be chalked in order to stop terror-related activities. The Prime Minister also underlined the need to strike at the root of terror financing. He further added that new kinds of technology are being used for terror financing and recruitment. There is a need for a uniformed understanding for new finance technologies. At times, even activities like money laundering and financial crimes have been known to help terror funding. In such a complex environment, the UNSC and the Financial Action Task Force (FATF) are helping the war against terrorism. He also asserted that all terrorist attacks deserve equal outrage and action. Meanwhile, Union Home Minister Amit Shah also said that financing of terrorism is more dangerous than terrorism, the threat of which cannot and should not be linked to any religion or group. He also said that the terrorists are constantly finding new ways to carry out violence, radicalize youth and raise financial resources, and the dark net is being used by terrorists to spread radical content and conceal their identities. Furthermore, financing of terrorism weakens the economy of countries of the world. Amit Shah said, addressing the third No Money for Terror Ministerial Conference on Counter-Terrorism Financing hosted by the Ministry of Home Affairs in Delhi, the Union Home Minister further added that to confront terrorism, they have made significant progress in fortifying the security architecture as well as the legal and financial systems. Mahatma Gandhi's great-grandson Tushar Gandhi joined Rahul Gandhi in the Bharat Jodo Yatra at Shegaon in Buldana district of Maharashtra this morning. With the Congress hailing his participation as historic, the Yatra, which has been passing through Maharashtra since November 7, resumed the day's journey from Balapur in Akola district around 6 a.m. and reached Shegaon a few hours later, where Tushar Gandhi and Uttarakhand activists joined it. The party described Rahul Gandhi and Tushar Gandhi, the great-grandsons of Jawaharlal Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi, respectively, as carriers of the legacy of the two late leaders. The two working together is a message to the rulers that they can put democracy in threat but will not be allowed to finish it off, the party said in a statement. National Conference President and former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah will not run for party president election scheduled to be held on December 5. He, however, denied reports that he has resigned as current party president. Abdullah said he will continue to guide the party and the new leadership, but he wants to see a change in the party. Farooq Abdullah has been president of National Conference since August 1981. In June 2002, he was replaced by his son Omar Abdullah. However, in 2006, Senior Abdullah took over the top party post again. Abdullah said he will continue to head the Gupkar alliance, an amalgam of regional parties fighting for the restoration of Jammu and Kashmir's special status and statehood. India recorded a total of 635 new COVID-19 cases with 11 deaths in the last 24 hours. This took the total tally of COVID cases to 4.46 crore, according to the data updated by Union Health Ministry. The active cases further declined to 7,175, while the death count climbed to 5.30 lakh with the fresh fatality. The active cases comprise 0.02% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate increased to 98.79%, according to the ministry. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4.41 crore, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.19%. On the other hand, 219.81 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country under the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. A missile fired today by North Korea had sufficient range to reach the United States mainland and was capable of flying as far as 15,000 kilometers, Japan's defense minister Yasukazu Hamada said. The projectile in the class of intercontinental ballistic missiles ICBM reached an altitude of 6,000 kilometers, covering a range of 1,000 kilometers on a lofty trajectory, Hirokazu Matsuno, the chief cabinet secretary, had said earlier. It landed about 200 kilometers west of Oshima Island in the northern prefecture of Hokkaido. The US has once again categorically dismissed former Pakistan Premier Imran Khan's allegation that Washington orchestrated a conspiracy to oust him from power and reiterated its resolve not to let propaganda, misinformation and disinformation affect bilateral ties. The sharp response from the US came on Wednesday, days after Khan said he wanted to mend relations with Washington if re-elected and no longer blames it for his removal as Pakistani Prime Minister. Khan, who was ousted in April in a no-confidence vote, had been claiming that he was the result of a conspiracy between Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and the US, a top security partner to Pakistan that has provided the country with billions of dollars in military aid. Now the headlines once again. That brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Thanks for watching.